Hello. Well, I just made a video about the army, the military in Britain accommodating or trying to accommodate vegan soldiers. And I did in my video draw some sort of a contrast between the reality of soldiering, which is happening now in the Ukraine. I still call it the Ukraine sometimes. Okay, well, you'll just have to live with that. The reality of what's going on in Ukraine right now, and the British military arsing about, talking about vegan shoes or vegan uniforms for soldiers or personnel anyway. And it's so petty and childish and out of touch with the reality of war. I felt, well, probably some of you who know me quite well will realise I wasn't really tip-top on that video because I had this dragging weight of futility. Anyway, I'm putting, I don't know whether I'll put that video up before this or I'll put this up after. Sorry, that's not the right. I'll put that video up first, then I'll put this video up because it's a sort of response to my own video. But what I wanted, but I shouldn't have done this, but then I watched a video by a video journalist called Bald and Bankrupt. He is absolutely brilliant. I do urge you to check. I'll leave the link in the description because he happened to be in Kyiv. I mean, he went there deliberately. It didn't just happen to be there. He went to Kyiv when tensions started rising, and now he's found himself, at that point in the video, he found himself in a war zone. And he had to get out of Kyiv, and he got on the metro and then got on a refugee train. You know, just the station was milling with people. But the horror of it, you don't see any shooting, any bombing, any dead bodies. What you see is a silent town with beautiful 19th century buildings with carvings around the door and wrought iron balconies coming out of the clear glass windows. And then he goes into a metro which is orderly. By the way, all travel was free on the metro. They just wanted people to get out if they could. Isn't that ethical of them? I can't see that happening in Britain. Anyway, he went into the metro, which was clean and orderly, but already you could see people sleeping at the sides of the metro because obviously they'd either been bombed out already or they were sheltering because they knew they were going to be bombed out. And then he got the metro to the railway station, which is, a bit like, well, it is. It's a great, beautiful hall of 19th century railway architecture. If you're American, think Grand Central. In Britain, I suppose Paddington or Euston. All beautiful, well organized, well ordered stuff. And it's all clean and pristine. And pretty soon there's going to be great big holes all over it. The tanks are going to run across parts of the road, traffic islands and that sort of thing. There's going to be gunfire into those beautiful carved buildings. Windows are going to be smashed. The metro is going to be, well, probably without electricity pretty soon. And that's the horror. These people had built a good society there. A structured society, and it's not going to last there. All that beauty and elegance and all the rest of it, there are going to be tanks bumping into things there. And yeah, That's the horror of war, really, isn't it? I mean, people spend their lives building things up, including building children up, building people, and then it gets destroyed by somebody with too much ambition, I think. But in contrast to these British military people worrying about vegan shoes and vegetarian diets and all the rest of it, it's just, well, as I say, the only word I can think of is futility. Anyway, yeah, enough of me. Just go to see Bald and Bankrupt's video. It's, if you can stand the sadness, that is. All right, well, yeah, I'll put the ticker tape here. Why not? Yeah, I'm sorry about that. My husband interrupted me. I was just going to say I am Graniopteryx. I'm on YouTube, Rumble, BitChute and Minds, and I always let you know when I've uploaded a new video on my Twitter, Gab and Parler platforms, where my handle is @Graniopteryx. And that's enough from me. Please like and subscribe my videos, and subscribe to my videos. And go and take that link to Bald and Bankrupt. He has something very important to say. Okay, well, till next time.